You looked at me again, like all those years had never passed. I saw you near the hotel window, rain behind your silhouette. You were holding the same old whiskey I was trying to forget. The city lights were moving like gold beneath the rain. Then you turned and found me watching, and the room remembered our names. You looked at me again, like the night still knew our love, like every year between us had never been enough. You looked at me again, and I forgot how to pretend. Some hearts learn to leave each other, but never learn to end. The piano played so softly, a saxophone crossed the room. You asked me how my life had been. I said, good, but not the truth. I noticed silver in your hair now. You noticed mine had changed, but your voice still felt like midnight, warm and distant, sweet and strange. You said you heard our old song on the radio last spring. You almost called me after midnight, but you could not let it ring. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every song I know, and your love still lingers softly in the places I don't show. You looked at me again, long after our goodbye, and every candle in that room put yesterday inside your eyes. You looked at me again, and maybe always will be the moment that reminds me why some love is timeless still. We talked about the apartment with the rain against the glass, the little table by the window, and the dreams we thought would last. You remembered Sunday coffee, I remembered your blue dress. You remembered how I held you, I remembered doing less. You said I never stopped forgiving. I said I never forgave myself. And silence sat between us like a photograph upon a shelf. I wanted to reach across the table, I wanted to touch your hand, but years had built a life around us that a love could not command. Some people meet too early, some understand too late. Some love survives in memory, but cannot change its fate. The singer whispered softly as the room grew warm and dim. You smiled the way you used to when the world belonged to him. You looked at me again, like the night still knew our love, like every lonely year apart had never been enough. You looked at me again, but neither one could stay. Sometimes love returns for one last song, then quietly walks away. Listen, I did not need you to ask me back. I only needed to know that what we had was real. That somewhere inside your new life, a small part of that old room still existed. And when you looked at me, I knew. Do you still think of me sometimes? Do you still hear our song every time it rains? Do you ever wish we had tried again? I wish we had loved better when love was still ours to save. The waiter brought the final bill. The clock had passed 2. A taxi waited in the rain and morning waited too. You stood and held your coat close. I stood but could not speak. Then you kissed my cheek so gently that my heart forgot to beat. You looked at me again beneath those midnight skies, and all the love we never finished shone softly in your eyes. You looked at me again, then disappeared into the rain, but the room kept your perfume, and the piano kept your name. Oh baby, one last look, one last song, one quiet truth we carried all along. You looked at me again, still remember, still wondering, still warm inside that room, still tonight. Rain still knows your name. It writes it on my window every night. Midnight found me by the window with your record playing low. A candle burned beside your picture, though I promised I would let you go. The traffic moved like rivers under amber city lights, and every drop against the glass brought you back into my life. Rain still knows your name. It whispers every time it falls. It moves across the window like your shadow on these walls. Rain still knows your name, though you haven't called in years. Every storm becomes a memory. Every memory becomes a tear. I poured one glass of red wine. I set another place by habit. Then I laughed at my own foolishness and slowly put the second glass away. Your old sweater is still folded in the drawer beside my bed. It doesn't smell like you now, but I remember what you said. If the night ever feels too lonely, play the song we used to know. Close your eyes and let the music take you where the heart still goes. 'Cause your memory moves gently through the rhythm of the rain, and your love still lingers softly like a slow and sweet refrain. Rain still knows your name long after our goodbye, and every lonely midnight still brings you to my mind. Rain On my way home yesterday, the same blue light was in the window, the same piano seemed to play. A couple sat where we once sat, sharing coffee after 2. She leaned across and touched his hand, the way I used to touch you. I wondered where you live now. I wondered who you hold. I wondered if the rain there makes you remember what we told. We said forever in that corner. We said nothing could divide, but forever sometimes disappears while love is still alive. I met somebody gentle. He knows when I need space. He never makes me question whether love has lost its place. But sometimes when he holds me, an old ache wakes inside. Not because I want you back, but because some memories never die. 'Cause some people leave softly, but their feeling stays alive. And some love keeps breathing slowly. Through the years we learn to survive. Rain still knows your name. It sings it through the night. It turns these crowded city streets into our old candlelight. Rain still knows your name, but I no longer ask you home. I can miss the love we once had and still be strong alone. Listen, missing you does not mean I want to return. Sometimes the heart remembers a place it no longer belongs. Sometimes healing is not forgetting, it is hearing an old name and knowing you will survive the sound. Do I still love you in the way one loves an old song? Would I come back? No. Do I still remember every note? The record reached its final turn. The candle faded blue. The rain kept moving down the glass like time was moving too. I folded up your sweater. I closed the bedroom door. Then I turned the music lower and did not set 2 glasses anymore. Rain still knows your name beneath these velvet skies, but the woman by the window has learned how to say goodbye. Rain still knows your name. Let the midnight rain remain. It can carry all the memory without carrying all the pain. Softly falling, city calling, old love moving through the night. Rain still knows your name, but I know mine again. Still remembering, still healing, still tonight. Rain still knows your name. It writes it on my window every night. Midnight found me by Your name still lives in this room. even after all these years. It lives beside the window where the rain turns gold at night. It rests upon the record player underneath the candlelight. It hides inside the curtains. It moves across the floor. And sometimes when the wind comes through, I hear you at the door. Your name still lives in this room. It whispers after 2. Every quiet corner remembers what this heart once meant to you. Your name still lives in this room. Though you found another home, some memories stay beside us long after love has gone. Your photograph is faded, but your smile remains the same. I keep it in a wooden box that still remembers your name. Your favorite chair is empty. Your book is on the shelf. I tried to move it yesterday, then quietly stopped myself. The city keeps on changing. New lights fill every street. But when the saxophone starts crying, the past comes back to me. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every midnight tune, and your love still lingers softly like perfume in this room. Your name still lives in this room. Long after our goodbye, it rises with the candle smoke and disappears before daylight. Your name still lives in this room, and maybe always will. 'Cause some hearts keep loving softly when everything stands still. He never makes me wait. He calls before the evening and never comes home late. He knows I carry history. He does not ask me to erase the woman I became beside you, or the tears that changed my face. Sometimes he plays your old record. He does not know it was ours. I listen from the kitchen while rain moves through the city lights. I do not want you back now. I do not wish him away. But a room can hold a lifetime in the things we never say. Listen. Healing did not empty this room. It only taught me how to live beside the memories without letting them own me. Your name still lives here, but so does mine. still tonight. We were lovers before we became strangers. We used to talk until the morning. Now we barely say goodnight. You sit beneath the reading lamp, I disappear into the city lights. We still share the same address, our coats still touch behind the door. But somewhere between love and living, we stopped reaching anymore. We were lovers before we became strangers. We knew every dream by name. Now we pass each other quietly, pretending nothing changed. We were lovers before we became strangers. Before silence filled the air, before two people shared a home and still felt nobody there. You make coffee every Sunday, I still know how you take yours. You leave it waiting by the window while I stare at falling rain. We pay the bills on Monday, we ask about each other's day, but every word feels careful now, like one wrong truth could make us break. I miss the way you saw me, I miss the way you smiled. Then why are we so distant? I think we stopped trying for a while. 'Cause your memory moves gently, though you are standing near, and your love still lingers softly inside everything we feel. We were lovers before we became strangers, long before our last goodbye. And every lonely midnight still asked how love can change its mind. Oh, we were lovers before we became strangers, but perhaps some love remains beneath the years, beneath the silence, beneath the ordinary pain. Oh, remember that small apartment, the broken heater, borrowed chairs. We had almost nothing, but somehow love was everywhere. Now the rooms are bigger, the curtains cost much more, but I would trade this polished silence for the way we laughed before. Listen, love does not always end in anger. Sometimes it leaves quietly, through routines, unanswered questions, and nights when nobody reaches across the bed. Could we find each other? I don't know. Would you try before you go? We were lovers before we became strangers. Maybe strangers can begin again, not by returning to the old days, but by finally telling where we've been. We were lovers before we Still talking, still trying, still here, still tonight. You stop reaching for my hand before you ever said goodbye. We sat inside that restaurant where you once asked me to stay. A candle burned between us, but you kept looking away. The waiter brought 2 glasses. The rain moved down the glass. I placed my hand beside you, but you let the moment pass. You stopped reaching for my hand. You stopped meeting my eyes. I heard goodbye inside the silence, long before I heard the words that night. You stopped reaching for my hand, and something in me knew love had already left the table before I stopped loving you. You asked me how my work was. I told you everything was fine. We spoke about the traffic to avoid what filled our minds. Your wedding ring caught candlelight. Mine trembled near the wine. I wondered how 2 people could lose forever over time. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every table set for 2, and your love still lingers softly in the space between me and you. You stopped reaching for my hand long before the final day. Your body sat across from me, but your heart had moved away. You stopped reaching for my hand, and maybe that was when I learned that love can still be present while a relationship ends. I saw you months later at a crowded gallery downtown. You were standing with somebody. His hand was wrapped around yours. I expected pain to break me. Instead, I understood. You had not stopped believing in love. You stopped believing in us. Listen. The hand remembers what the heart is afraid to say. A hand that no longer reaches may already be letting go. You stopped reaching for my hand, but I finally released yours too. Not because our love meant nothing, but because we both deserved the truth. You stopped reaching for my hand. Let the rain erase our tracks. Some love deserves to be remembered, not endlessly pulled back. No more waiting, no more asking. Still grateful, still tonight. heard goodbye in your silence. Before your lips could say the word. You stood beside the bedroom window, watching rain erase the street. I asked you what was wrong that night. You said nothing quietly. But silence has a language, a woman learns it well. I heard the ending in your breathing. I felt the distance when you held me. I heard goodbye in your silence. I heard leaving in your sigh. You never said you stopped loving me, but the room already knew why. I heard goodbye in your silence. It moves softly through the night. Sometimes words arrive too late when a heart has lost the fight. You packed no bags that evening. You left no note behind. You simply stopped sharing the places in your mind. The record played between us. The saxophone sounded low. I wanted you to turn around. You only watched the rain below. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every quiet space, and your love still lingers softly like moonlight on your face. I heard goodbye in your silence long before you closed the door. And every lonely midnight brings me back to what I ignored. I heard goodbye in your silence, and maybe always will. 'Cause some endings make no thunder. They arrive when rooms grow still. Oh, I blame myself for months afterward. I searched every conversation. Then I understood not every love ends because someone failed. Sometimes people change in directions that no promise can control. I met you once at the station. You smiled and spoke my name. You looked peaceful in your new life. I knew I could not ask you to explain. You said, I hope you found somebody. I said, I'm learning to be whole. And then the train arrived between us, like the night you let me go. I heard goodbye in your silence, but now I hear something more. The sound of my own heart returning to the life outside that door. Quiet ending, quiet healing. Still listening, still tonight. The last time we shared a bed, we both knew morning would change everything. Rain moved down the window, the city whispered below. Your suitcase stood beside the door, though neither one said go. You lay close enough to hold me. I listened to your heart. We had never felt so tender or so certain we would part. The last time we shared a bed, you held me like the first, like love was still a blessing, even when it could not work. The last time we shared a bed, we did not ask who was to blame. We simply let the midnight remember us before it changed. The clock moved past 1:30. A candle softened every line. You brushed the hair from my face like you had done in younger times. We spoke about the good years, the apartment, summer rain, the nights we had no money but still danced beside the train. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every sheet and song, and your love still lingers softly even after love moves on. The last time we shared a bed, long before the morning light, we held everything we were inside one final night. The last time we shared a bed, and maybe always will be the moment that reminds me why I love you somewhere still. There was no anger left between us, only sadness, warm and deep. You whispered, please forgive me. I said, let's not make promises we cannot keep. Listen, sometimes the final night is not about changing someone's mind. Sometimes it is two people giving tenderness back to a love they can no longer carry. Morning entered through the curtains. You dressed without a sound. Before you lifted up your suitcase, you placed your ring gently down. I did not beg you to remain. You did not ask me to follow. We kissed once in the doorway, then left forever for tomorrow. The last time we shared a bed, the rain kept falling slow. Some love ends without becoming something cruel we need to hate. One last heartbeat, one last morning, still tender, still tonight. and my heart knew before you spoke. The telephone broke the silence while rain covered the glass. I almost let it keep on ringing. I thought you belonged to the past. Then your voice crossed through the darkness, older, softer than before. You said, I know I shouldn't call you. I sat down beside the door. Your call came after midnight. You said you only needed a friend, but old lovers rarely telephone without touching where love ended. Your call came after midnight, and every city light turned blue. For one quiet hour, the woman I am became the girl who once loved you. You told me about your marriage. You said the house had grown cold. You asked if I remembered how we danced when we were young. I said I still remembered, but memory is not a sign that two lives should be reopened every time the night feels unkind. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every midnight call, and your love still lingers softly, but it cannot own me now. Your call came after midnight, long after our goodbye, and every word between us put old rain inside my eyes. Your call came after midnight, but I would not ask you home. Some people miss their history when they're frightened and alone. Oh, me, did you ever love me? I said more than you knew. You asked, could we have made it? I said, perhaps, but not like this. Listen, loneliness can sound like love after midnight, but morning asked harder questions. The clock moved close to 3. Your breathing filled the line. I told you, go speak honestly to the woman by your side. You became quiet for a moment, then you thanked me by my name. We said goodbye like grown people, not two hearts chasing yesterday. Oh, your call came after midnight, but I did not lose myself. I placed the phone beside the candle and returned your memory to the shelf. Oh, secret meeting, no borrowed love, just one old truth. Still tonight. I forgave you, but I never came back. on a cafe on a rainy Thursday night. You said you carried every mistake. You said you finally made things right. You told me you had changed now. You learned to listen and to stay. You asked if my forgiveness could lead us back the old way. I forgave you, but I never came back. Mercy does not mean returning to the place where my heart cracked. I forgave you, and I released the past. But some bridges lead to freedom only when we do not walk them back. I remember all the waiting, the calls you did not make, the anniversaries forgotten, and the promises that came too late. I remember how I doubted every feeling in my mind. You called my questions weakness while you left the truth behind. 'Cause your memory moves gently, but it no longer rules my days. And your love still lingers softly without asking me to stay. I forgave you long after our goodbye, not because the pain was little, but because I wanted back my life. I forgave you, and maybe always will, but forgiveness is not permission to repeat what made me ill. Oh, you look disappointed. You thought forgiveness meant a door, but healing gave me boundaries I had never owned before. Listen, I do not hate you. I do not need you punished. I hope you become the man you promised to become. But I will not return to prove that I have healed. We finished both our coffees. The rain had nearly stopped. You said, I understand now. For once you did not ask for more. I walked into the city, my coat held close around me, and every light along the avenue felt like a life returning. I forgave you, but I never came back. Some women choose their peace and never apologized for that. Oh, no more anger, no more chains. Still forgiving, still free. One more dance before we let go. The ballroom was nearly empty. The band was playing low. Rain covered every window. The clock was moving slow. You stood beside the doorway in the suit I used to know. Then you held your hand toward me and said, "One dance before we go. One more dance before we let go. One last song beneath the light. Let me hold the love we once had without asking it to survive. One more dance before we let go. No promises, no second chance. Just two hearts saying farewell inside one final dance." Your hand rested on my shoulder. Mine settled near your heart. For a moment, all the years between us did not feel so far apart. The Rhodes was warm and gentle. The saxophone crossed the room. Your eyes held every memory underneath the chandelier's glow. You said you still feel like home. I said home became something new. You whispered, "I understand now." I said, "That is why I can dance with you, 'cause your memory moves gently through every song we knew, and your love still lingers softly. But love cannot undo the truth. One more dance before we let go. Long after goodbye, let the city turn beneath us. Let the rain forgive the night. One more dance before we let go. And maybe always will be the moment that reminds us some love can end with kindness still. Oh, we remembered our first apartment, the cracked wall and second-hand bed. We remembered Sunday mornings and every foolish thing we said. We remembered the years of silence. We remembered the final door. But tonight we did not need to carry all that pain across the floor. Listen, closure is not forgetting. It is being able to hold what once broke your heart without asking it to belong to you again. The song began to fade out. The waiter dimmed the room. You kissed my forehead gently. I stepped away from you. No tears, no final question. No simply stopped belonging to you. Ooh. One last rhythm, one last touch, still grateful, still enough. One more dance, then let go. I still have the dress I wore the night you left. It hangs behind the bedroom door, covered in a faded cloth. Deep blue silk beneath the dust, still holding everything we lost. Rain was falling on the window, the city glowed below. You stood beside your suitcase and said it was time to go. The dress I wore the night you left still remembers your goodbye. It remembers how I stood there, too proud to let you see me cry. The dress I wore the night you left still carries your perfume. Some clothes become a memory, some memories become a room. We had dinner by the window, 2 candles burning low. You barely touched your coffee, I already seemed to know. You said, we have been lonely for longer than we admit. I asked if someone else was waiting. You said that isn't all of it. You said we lost each other inside routines and tired days. We learned to keep the household, but forgot the loving ways. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every thread and seam, and your love still lingers softly, like the ending of a dream. The dress I wore the night you left, long after our goodbye, still turns that quiet bedroom into one unfinished night. The dress I wore the night you left, and maybe always will be the one thing in this apartment that waits for you there still. I almost wore it last December to a candlelit affair. I stood before the mirror, then placed it back with care. Not because I wanted you, not because I could not heal, but some things hold a version of the woman we once were. Listen, I was not weak because I kept it. Sometimes we keep an object because it proves that the night we survived was real. The years have made me softer, the pain no longer leads. I found another kind of love that asked what my heart needs. Tomorrow I may give that dress to It stays inside the hallway after footsteps disappear. It rests upon the pillow long after no one sleeps there. It lives inside an old song we promised not to play, then finds us after midnight when the careful world fades away. Some love never learns to leave. It only learns to hide. It waits beneath the life we build and breathes again at night. Some love never learns to leave. It does not ask us to return. It simply keeps one candle where the oldest memories burn. I changed the living room now. The walls are painted cream. I moved the chair you love so much. I cleared the crowded shelves. But when the rain begins to fall and saxophone fills the room, the years between our last goodbye grow smaller in the gloom. I married someone gentle. He never makes me doubt. He understands that history is not a rival to shut out. He knows there was a younger me who loved before his name. He does not fear the memory. He knows I chose to stay. 'Cause your memory moves gently without asking for control, and your love still lingers softly in one corner of my soul. Some love never learns to leave, and maybe that is fine. Not every old emotion is a doorway back in time. Some love never learns to leave, but it can learn its place inside a song, a rainy night, a long forgiven phase. Oh, I saw you at the airport. Your daughter held your hand. You looked happy and much older. You looked like a peaceful man. Our eyes met for 1 second. We smiled and walked away. There was nothing left to answer. There was nothing left to save. Listen, a love can remain without becoming a demand. A memory can stay without becoming a prison. Some love never learns to leave. It simply changes form. It stops becoming hunger and becomes something warm. Some love never learns to leave. Let it rest beneath the rain. What once felt like an open wound can become a tender name. Oh. still remember, never on, softly living still tonight. I saw you with her yesterday, and the city kept moving. You were crossing near the station, your hand resting in her hand. She was laughing at a story. You looked like a peaceful man. Rain was shining on the pavement, taxis painted streets in gold. I stood beneath the doorway with 1,000 things untold. I saw you with her yesterday. You never saw me there. For one moment, all our history was breathing in the air. I saw you with her yesterday, and I finally understood. You had found another chapter. Maybe moving on was good. She wore a red wool overcoat. You held an umbrella high. You touched her shoulder gently, the way you used to touch mine. I expected jealousy, I expected something cruel, but sorrow came more softly, like a slow, familiar tune. I remembered our first winter, cheap coffee, borrowed gloves, the nights we walked for hours because we could not afford much. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every crowded street, and your love still lingers softly where old lives and new ones meet. I saw you with her yesterday. Long after our goodbye, I watched you disappear together beneath the evening sky. I saw you with her yesterday, but I did not call your name. Some moments ask for silence when the truth is finally changed. I walked into a small cafe and ordered something warm. The window held your fading shape until you both were gone. I thought about the woman I became after you left, how loss had made me stronger, how solitude gave depth. Listen, seeing you happy did not erase what we were. It simply showed me that our story had ended without ending either one of us. I saw you with her yesterday. Tonight I feel no blame. I hope she hears your quiet heart. I hope you speak her name. I saw you with her yesterday, and something in me healed. The past became a photograph, not something you still sound like home. Even through a telephone line. You called to say my mother had asked about you again. You said you hoped she was doing well. Then silence entered in. Your voice was older, softer, but every tone remained. It carried Sunday mornings, coffee records, and summer rain. You still sound like home, like a lamp left burning low, like the quiet in the kitchen when there was nowhere else to go. You still sound like home, though home is not with you. Some voices keep a doorway to a life we once walked through.
You still sound like home to me,
but we cannot live there now.
I know.
Then let the memory be enough.
We spoke about the neighborhood. The bookstore closed last spring. The old jazz bar became a bank. The church still
lets its choir sing.
You asked if I still played piano.
I asked if you still drove at night.
You said the city feels much colder
without my hand beside you. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every word you say, and your love still lingers softly without asking me to stay. You still sound like home, long after home was gone, like the first familiar melody inside an old slow song. You still sound like home, and maybe always will. But sometimes home is memory, not a place we should rebuild. Oh, would you meet me for one coffee? Maybe someday in the light.
Not tonight.
Old voices become dangerous
when the world is asleep.
Listen,
comfort is not always a sign that we should return.
Sometimes a familiar voice only reminds us that we once belonged somewhere.
We ended the call near 2.
You said, take care of yourself.
I heard you hesitate before goodbye,
then place the past back on the shelf.
You still sound like home,
but I slept peacefully alone. Your voice did not become a promise. It remained one tender tone.
Still familiar,
still distant,
still warm,
still warm, still tonight. found the song we never finished. Inside a box of letters, beneath a photograph, 4 verses in your handwriting, 1 chorus cut in half. You wrote it in our kitchen on a rainy Sunday night. You played the first few chords for me beneath the hallway light. The song we never finished still waits for its final line, like the love we left unanswered, like your hand once holding mine. The song we never finished still knows the melody, but every word we never wrote became our history. I sat down at the piano. The keys felt cold and worn. I played the opening slowly until the room became before. I heard you humming softly. I saw your coffee near the chair. I remembered how you promised we would finish it somewhere. Then life became too crowded. We worked, we fought, we changed. The music waited patiently while love became estranged. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every unfinished phrase, and your love still lingers softly inside those younger days. Tenderness we could not keep alive. The song we never finished, and maybe always will, be the place where we remain young, where the night is waiting still. I wrote a final verse tonight. I did not change your words. I let the woman I became answer the man I heard. I wrote we loved the best way that we knew, but knowing was not enough. Still nothing truly disappears when it was born from love. Listen, finishing the song did not finish the memory. It simply gave the silence somewhere beautiful to end. The song we never finished now has one closing line. Some hearts cannot stay together, but their music survives time. I closed the piano gently. The rain had nearly stopped. The song was finally complete, and I could let it go. Last chord fading, hold love resting, song completed, still us to war. Every question became judgment. Every silence closed a door. We knew exactly where to wound. We knew the words that left a scar. Love became much kinder when we watched it from afar. I loved you better from a distance, where memories softened every line, where I could keep the good between us without reliving every fight. I loved you better from a distance, when neither heart had to pretend. Sometimes love becomes more honest when a relationship must end. You sent a card at Christmas. I wrote back in early spring. We learned to speak with kindness without asking for anything. You told me about your father. I told you about my move. We finally hurt each other when there was nothing left to prove. 'Cause your memory moves gently without living in my room, and your love still lingers softly without taking all of you. I loved you better from a distance, long after our goodbye. I stopped needing you to change, and stopped asking myself why. I loved you better from a distance, and maybe so did you. We became the gentler people we could never be as two. I saw you at a wedding. We spoke beneath the lights. Your new wife looked warm and gracious. My husband held me tight. There was no hidden longing, no secret wish to run, only gratitude for who we were, and peace for what was done. Listen, distance did not make our love greater. It made the truth easier to hold. I loved you better from a distance. Let that distance remain. You turned our anger into wisdom. It turned our fire into rain. Oh, no more fighting, no returning, still respecting, still tonight. We met again in the same old bar. sign was barely glowing. The rain had soaked the street. I stepped inside for shelter and found you in our old seat. The bartender remembered the drink you used to choose. He looked from you to me once, then turned up the midnight blues. We met again in the same old bar where we first learned how to dance, where you once called me forever, before forever lost its chance. We met again in the same old bar. The room had hardly changed, but we wore 20 years between us, and life had changed our names. You asked about my children, I asked about your wife. You said she passed 3 winters ago. I softened at the sight. You said you still came here sometimes when the city felt too loud. I said I came for shelter. We both knew that was not all, 'cause your memory moves gently through every smoky tune, and your love still lingers softly in the corner of that room. We met again in the same old bar, long after our goodbye, and every amber light around us made the years fall from your eyes. We met again in the same old bar, but we were not who we had been. Oh, love sat down between us, then quietly became a friend. Oh, do you ever think about us when the rain sounds like this? Do you regret leaving? I regret what made leaving necessary.
Listen,
Not every reunion is an invitation to begin again. Sometimes it is life allowing 2 people to finally speak without pain. We shared one final slow dance before the bartender called time. Your hand felt warm and familiar, but your future was not mine. We met again in the same old bar, then left through separate doors. Some places hold our history without asking for anything more. Same old music, different lives, still grateful, still tonight. You asked if I still loved you, and I could not give you one simple answer. We sat beside the hotel window. The rain had blurred the town. You turned the glass between your hands and kept your eyes cast down. You said, I need the truth tonight. No kindness, no defense. After everything between us, do you still feel anything? You asked if I still loved you. I said some part of me does, but love is not the only thing. A lasting life requires. You asked if I still loved you. I said love was never small, but trust became too tired to keep carrying it all. You said you understood now why I left without a fight. You said you heard my silence every time you slept at night. I told you I had missed you. I told you I had grieved, but missing someone deeply does not mean we should not leave. 'Cause your memory moves gently through every honest word, and your love still lingers softly, but the past has still been hurt. You asked if I still loved you long after our goodbye. I said yes in certain moments, no, not in the life I choose tonight. You asked if I still loved you, and maybe that was grace, to tell the truth without returning to the old familiar place. Is there any road back? Not every road should be traveled twice.
Then what do I do with the love?
Let it teach you how to love better.
Listen.
Love can remain after a relationship becomes impossible. That does not make leaving dishonest. It makes the heart complicated. You asked if I still loved you. I touched your hand and smiled, and stood beneath the velvet lights and left the past behind. Oh, truth without cruelty, love without return, still caring, still tonight. I chose peace over one more promise. You stood beneath my doorway with flowers in your hand, You said the words I once believed from a tired and sorry man. You promised you would listen, you promised you would stay, but promises had filled our house while trust had drained away. I chose peace over one more promise. I chose sleep without the fear. I chose mornings without wondering if you would disappear. I chose peace over one more promise. Not because my love was small, but a woman cannot save a home by losing herself in its walls. I remembered all the Sundays you said change would start next week. I remembered every apology that never changed what made me weep. I remembered how my body would tense when keys turned in the door. I did not want another season of becoming less and less, 'cause your memory moves gently, but it no longer makes me stay. And your love still lingers softly, but peace must lead the way. I chose peace over one more promise. Long after hope grew tired, I stopped warming up the ashes of a love that lost its fire. I chose peace over one more promise. And maybe now you know, sometimes loving someone deeply still means choosing to let go. You said this time is different. I said I hope that it is true, but let your future prove it to someone starting new. Listen, a boundary is not revenge. Walking away is not hatred. Sometimes peace is the first honest love a woman gives herself. I closed the door with kindness. The rain had started slow. I lit one candle by the window and felt the whole room glow. I chose peace over one more promise. Tonight I choose my name. No anger, no returning, no more living inside pain. Oh, quiet breathing, safe at last, still loving, still free. Timeless love never really says goodbye. It lives inside a rainy window, inside a candle burning low. inside the dress we kept for years, and every song we could not let go. It waits inside an empty ballroom, inside one final dance, inside the truth we learned too slowly, when love had lost its chance. It rests inside forgiveness, inside the strength to leave, inside the gentle understanding that memory does not mean need. Timeless love never really says goodbye. It changes shape beneath the years. It becomes a song after midnight. It becomes wisdom after tears. Timeless love never really says goodbye. It does not always ask to stay. Sometimes love becomes most beautiful when two hearts walk away. I remember rainy city lights, your shadow by the glass, the night you looked at me again and time released the past. I remember midnight telephone calls, the truth beneath each tone. I learned that something familiar is not always still a home. I remember choosing peace, closing one last door. I learned a heart can honor love without returning anymore. 'Cause memory moves gently through every room and song, and old love lingers softly without proving we were wrong. Timeless love never really says goodbye. Long after lovers part, we became next. Oh, for every woman by the window, for every heart awake past two, for every person who still wonders if the old love remembers too. Let the rose keep playing softly, let the saxophone reply. Let the rain move down the window, let the city lights drift by. Listen, not every love was meant to last forever in the form it first arrived. Some love came to awaken us, some came to humble us, some came to teach us what we needed, and some became timeless only after we let it go. I forgive the girl I used to be. I forgive the man who could not stay. I forgive the years we lost, and I bless the life that came afterward. Timeless love never really says goodbye. Beneath these velvet skies, it lives inside the music when the final candle dies. Timeless love never really says goodbye. So let the last note fall, 20 stories, 20 minutes. we carry is not the person, but the part of us that learned how deeply we could feel.